Hello everybody, Lisa Strickland here, your autoimmune health coach. How are you today? So today we are going to talk about sugar and chronic inflammation. Now, when you already are chronically inflamed, you are already dealing with lots of inflammation in your joints and in different parts of your body. So this may be caused through to an autoimmune disease, heart disease. There's lots of different things that we can name. Autoimmune diseases, you've got, diabetes, and you've got rheumatoid arthritis, all those sort of things that come with a autoimmune disease. So sugar and that side of things really doesn't mix, okay? So processed sugar is empty calories. It has nothing in it. Okay, so you've got no calories at all. No vitamins, no minerals, nothing in sugar. So what you're doing when you are giving your body that extra bit of a kick that you might feel that you need, you are actually increasing your muscle and your joint inflammation. And this is something that when we're dealing with chronic inflammation as it is, we actually need to make sure that we reduce that as much as possible. And it is really hard because we are dealing in a world where they actually add sugar to most things. And this is why, we need to assess what we're eating and look at reducing the amount, of course, of the amount of processed foods we're eating. But if you're looking at having something sweet, and we do feel that way, and we're coming up to Christmas, so we do like to have those little nice desserts and things when we're together with our families, and if we celebrate it in another way, there are lots of different other ways that you can do. And I have been doing some recipes, and I'm going to be doing some more coming up to Christmas. Now, instead of using any sort of processed sugar, you can still look at using some honey and using some maple syrup. Now, these things actually have vitamins and minerals in them. Now, yes, they are still sugar. And if you are diabetic, you still need to be very cautious as to how you use them, okay? But if you don't, you can use them in moderation, okay? Because as I said, they are still sugar. But there are other ways of sweetening up your food so that your body is not going to deal with inflammation, okay? So the issue with sugar and inflammation is that your blood sugar levels, whether it's sugar or carbohydrate, are going to go like this when you're constantly having lots of sugar in your diet, okay? So how to stabilize that? Fiber, okay? So sweet things that you can add to your diet are dates. Now, dates have a very high amount of sugar in them, but because of the fiber content in them, they actually don't allow your body to have a sugar high. They actually keep all your lovely sugar levels all nice and stable. So these are the sort of things, you can make syrups out of dates, you can make sugar out of dates, and it's just literally out of the date. So there's going to be a few things that I'm really looking forward to sharing with you as we get closer to Christmas. We're going to be doing lots of different recipes where I can show you that you can still really enjoy having something sweet, but just not eating the processed sugar, because that is going to cause you a lot of inflammation when you are dealing with autoimmune issues, but also long term if you don't have an autoimmune issue. Sugar breaks down your health, okay, processed sugar. It really does cause a lot of long-term, a lot of chronic inflammation. So for, having it once in a while is not a big deal, but when you're constantly having it, and unfortunately, if you look at the back of some of your foods that you eat, you don't even realize that it's there, So really start paying attention. This is my challenge to you. Pay attention to what you are buying and have a look at the back of things, because we need to be reducing our inflammation. We live in a world where we are so inflamed these days. People don't even realize, and as I've been talking to over the last few days, it's as simple as, swollen joints in your fingers, swelling in your feet, maybe a bit puffy in your face. These are all the things that we deal with. And as we're getting older, you know, you are going to start feeling a bit arthritic if you continue to inflame your body like this, and you will start finding autoimmune issues do pop up. And this is why it's really important to make sure that you can have something sweet, but just look at the alternatives. And this is what I'm going to show you over the next few weeks when I'm popping up doing our different sweet things that we might like to have over Christmas. So if anyone has any ideas that they would like to put forward that currently is not so good, that I can clean up for you and still make it lovely and sweet and still have something that you really enjoy, then let me know. But otherwise, I'm going to pop in with a few other recipes. So please do me a favor and just be really, really cautious and make yourself aware of what you're eating. Look at the back of the labels on things that you are picking up in the supermarket, because you know sugar is there hidden. You know, there's amazing amounts of names for sugar. Okay, so really pay attention, and I will actually put a list up on here that will give you a list of the different names that they use for sugar. Okay, and just pay attention to that. So take care. I'm really looking forward to continuing our talk about inflammation, and we'll be talking about lots of different foods and lots of different things that can assist you, and lots of different things that you need to sort of think about avoiding as well. So take care, have an amazing weekend, and I'll talk to you really soon. Bye everybody.